Hey, what's happening, DC Converse? I'm Guy01, and welcome back to our Batman Arkham Knight walkthrough. In the last episode, we finished up the first part of the Riddler side mission, freeing Catwoman from the orphanage and getting the explosive collar off of her, which then led to Riddler basically saying, "You can't fight me until you've gone and collected all of my trophies and solved all my riddles," and then just hid under his floor. So, we're officially at the halfway point through this game. I just didn't realize that until I opened it up just now and saw the 50%. So like I said before, like I said last week, now we're just kind of going to go through and do all the different side missions. I'm going to try to do it so it's like one side mission per episode. Some of them will take longer, like the Riddler one. That's just something we're going to be doing throughout. And then once we finish up all the other ones, I'll probably do a series of videos dedicated just to getting Riddler trophies and solving riddles. But now, we basically have a choice of which ones we want to do. And like I said, there are some that are going to take multiple episodes, and then there's others that can be done in like 5 minutes, like the Hush one. That's the one I always go to. The Hush one you can basically do in 5 minutes. It's just literally just one cutscene. So what do we start with? I'm almost kind of considering Man-Bat. Because that's a pretty... it's one that, got introduced very early on in the series that we haven't done anything with, and we've kind of been avoiding them. So I think that might be a good one to start with.
I can track and hunt the bat creature by listening for its distinct echolocation delivery. It must be stopped.
Must it? I mean, I feel like up to this point it hasn't really done anything.
Who is this guy? Shows up after the Arkham Knight disappears, tells us we can't leave. He's some kind of assassin. I think he was Scarecrow's way of making sure that if everything went wrong, Bat still dies. Well, he can kill Batman himself. I'm leaving. First chance I get.
He's tried to. That was another thing that I can't remember. Was that 2 weeks ago now? That they got revealed that Slade has taken over the militia. I think so. I think it was 2 weeks now at this point. So now we just gotta find Man-Bat again. We couldn't avoid him for a while. We couldn't go without seeing him or hearing him. And I don't remember is he only in a specific part of Gotham?
Why, hello there.
Oh boy.
A noble effort, Batman, but did you really believe that I, the Riddler, would fall for such a nakedly implausible charade? You expect me to accept that I've invested time and agonizing time again by some spoiled trust fund fueled hobbyist? I don't believe it. Why, I refuse to believe it. It's not true.
That was the other thing that happened where
Now, Batman, where were we?
where after we left the orphanage after saving Catwoman, that dialogue scene got triggered, which is the first time that Riddler ever addresses us as Bruce Wayne, which in my mind means that we were supposed to, do more with him before finishing the story and our identity got revealed.
I'll tell you, this is a sweeter gig than swimming for IEDs in Korok, that's for sure.
Because
Next. Me and Guy. I was running support on the APCs. You seen Batman? Not up close. Don't know anyone who has and can talk about it. You think he's as good as they say? I'm hoping we don't have to find out.
no, I'm better. Okay, seriously, where's Kirk? Where are you, buddy?
I wonder who it was under that visor after all. You think he knew Batman?
Oh, and I believe this... Isn't this where Batgirl was held, or where we thought Batgirl was held?
Just think, all your buddies going through the same hell as you.
Yep. So, yeah, so what are we supposed to assume, like, happened here? Because I said, like, early on when it first got revealed that Batgirl had actually survived and was not dead, and that that whole cutscene was like a hallucination from the fear toxin, um, which I pointed out with the fact that Joker was able to interact with the gun that Barbara then used on herself. Um, so I just assumed this whole thing, like everything inside this case, was a hallucination. But no, there's bullet holes. There's actual bullet holes, and there's a wheelchair. So there was a gun in there, right? I mean, there had to have been an actual gun in there to cause the bullet holes. So now I'm confused on what really happened. Was it like someone else? Like someone else in there who then, like, Batman saw them as Barbara? Not really confused.
What did Scarecrow do? Well, that stuff was nasty.
Alright, well, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I feel like there was one building that we always saw him flying around, but I can't remember which one it was.
I nearly got hit by Batman's tape.
Is there not a, thing that says where he is? No, we just gotta find him.
The bat creature has a distinctive echolocation delivery. If I listen carefully, I'll be able to track its movement and hunt it down.
I thought we were gonna, like, find him immediately.
Poor Batman. He's lost all his, playing cards.
So, before we get too deep into this, and before I forget, I wanted to mention probably the biggest thing that needs to be talked about is the first trailer for the Fantastic Four movie just came out this past week and showed off a bunch of the characters, and overall just looks like really good. And the overall, like, reaction to it's been very positive in general. Like, everything just looks great, like, especially the Thing. The Thing in it looks amazing. And it's cool to see the mix of practical and CG, because when the first behind-the-scenes photos got leaked that showed that the Thing was going to be practical, there were some kind of, people were a little iffy on it, like how much would they be able to do with practical, because, in the early 2000s Fantastic Four films, the Fox films with, like, Chris Evans, that thing was all practical effects, and it looked amazing. It was the best looking thing ever. And that was partially due to the practical effects that not only looked great, but also allowed for the actor to emote. So people were kind of hoping to get the same thing with this thing. But when we first kind of got our look at them, we were like, okay, they're really going for the old school design of the characters with the exaggerated eyebrow of Thing. And, there was, people were skeptic about how that would translate in motion. Because, yeah, it looked great, or it didn't even look great in the picture. It looked a little iffy. So there were some, people weren't super confident on how it would look, and then with this trailer, that seemed to settle everything. Seeing that it's not just all practical and that there's a mix of CG to kind of help it out a little bit is very reassuring. But also just, like, everything about it, the look of it, the sound effects used to kind of get across the stone or rocky skin, that was really highlighted in the trailer a lot.
Batman, I have contributed to ongoing redevelopment of Governor's Island by killing it with riddles. When you die trying to solve them, I will generously allow the city to transform my creations into public exhibits.
How nice of you. But yeah, so the Thing was very much highlighted in this trailer. You can tell they were really trying to show off the Thing. And not just the Thing, but multiple versions of him. We see multiple versions of Thing's appearance. Multiple outfits that he's in, and the different costumes he wears, and they all look great. Um, the thing just looks great. Another thing that got shown in this trailer that was actually kind of surprising to see shown this early on was Galactus, who also looked great from what we saw of him. Even though it was only like a quick shot of the back of his head, what we saw looked great. And something that people, I saw someone point out that I didn't really even realize or notice when watching the trailer, is that Pedro Pascal kept his mustache. Yeah. Give me your blood. Ow. He's like a vampire bat.
Alfred, run analysis on the blood sample I just uploaded.
Right you are, Master Bruce. I'm searching for possible matches now. How you managed to get this sample is beyond me, sir. Ah, here we are. The blood is heavily mutated, but we have a partial match, a Dr. Kirk Langstrom.
Search for any properties in Gotham owned or leased by Dr. Langstrom.
Certainly. Let me see. Ah, he and his wife lease a basement laboratory in Chinatown. I'm sending you the address.
Oh god. Whoa. That was probably the coolest Batmobile entrance ever. Drove off the ledge and then we jumped into it while it was still in the air. That's cool. Yeah, something that someone pointed out was that, like, again, it was something I didn't even notice, but Pedro Pascal kept his mustache for this movie. He didn't shave it, and so I was like, man, Pedro must have something in his contract that says he gets to keep his mustache in every role. Because, yeah, he does have it in every, like, thing he's in. Or almost everything he's in. He shaved it when he was in Equalizer 2. But yeah, I kind of realized that. I was like, oh yeah, he does have the mustache, and it is a little weird to see Reed with a mustache. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but yeah, Reed Richards normally doesn't have a mustache.
I miss Scarecrow speeches. A real Halloween.
Yes, me boys. Hey. No, I'm not.
Hold on.
Go away. I'm just trying to. I don't know.
We stay with your lips together. You like that? Here's what I thought. I want you silent, except when we're beating your ass. Then I want to hear you cry. Makes it more enjoyable. It's like music to my ears. Like the finest symphony. I never get sick of hearing some poor punk squeal. You're animals. There you go. You're breaking the.
Yeah, you guys are weird. They're a creepy scene. This game does have some creepy parts to it. Like, I think Arkham Asylum was creepier overall, like it had the creepier environment. But Arkham Knight definitely has this really, like, these really creepy scenes. Not just the Scarecrow stuff, but like this whole thing is very unsettling. Hello, Mr. Deer. Weird thing to have in your underground lab.
So proud of you, honey. Go on. Tell them what you've done.
Hello, world. No, that's...
Go on. Just be yourself.
Okay. Full genetic resplicing was a success. The recombinant molecule...
Honey, you're doing it again. How about in English?
Yes,
to be vampire bats.
Honey, are you okay? Oh my God! I'm so proud of you, honey. Go on.
Yeah, this whole scene's very. This whole thing is very unsettling. Just like seeing like the like almost like the found footage thing. Seeing the transformation, not seeing the transformation, but seeing like what leads up to the transformation, and then the wife getting killed, and then you come across the body and the camera. Like you literally see like her die, and then you look over and you see the body still unmoved and the camera pointing at her. The staging of this whole scene is very well done. It basically tells you everything in just the environment. Like the story is told through the environment.
Are you getting this, honey?
I think so. Is the red light on?
Oh. Yeah, there's the lab. There's like the claw marks. So yeah, so what exactly happens here? She sits on the table. We assume he transforms into the bat, breaks out, grabs her, and like maybe throws her.
So proud of you, honey. Go on. Tell them what you've done.
Hello, world.
Blunt trauma to the head. Langstrom had no idea what he was doing.
Okay. Full genetic resplicing was a success. The recombinant molecule.
Honey, you're doing it again.
It's just like hearing like her voice talking to him over and over is very
There's a
unsettling.
computer. Maybe it contains some answers.
Sorry, the vampire bat into the.
No, look at the family pictures. That's
This
sad.
computer stores all of Dr. Langstrom's research. Mixing his DNA with a vampire bat? That was never going to end well. If I search through his files, I may be able to create an antidote to his condition. I need to isolate the man-bat signature and remove it from Langstrom's DNA.
Alright, rotate. Hearing her voice in the background just makes this even more difficult. Okay, so rotate resequencer drums. Oh, okay. I'm just like twiddling my thumbs. Oh. Okay, I think I see it. So I'm just like pulling in opposite directions as it goes. Not entirely sure what like the science of this is. Yeah, Man-Bat's one of like those characters where you feel bad for them most of the time.
I've created a clean DNA sample. Now all I need to do is make him take his medicine. Alfred, I've synthesized a cure in Langstrom's lab. Now I just need to find him.
Any idea where he may be hiding?
He's not in control of his actions. He could be anywhere.
No one knows this city better than you, Master Bruce. You'll find him.
So proud of you, honey. Go on. Tell them what you've done.
Yeah, it's so sad again because it's one of those things where just through this video alone, you basically get an understanding of both the characters. Like, Kirk's like the socially awkward nerd who's not like super comfortable with himself, and like the wife is like super encouraging and, you know, loving towards him, and you can tell he obviously loves her as well, and like she kind of like brings the best out in him. Call Will H.
Perfect, sweetie.
And then like to see like the fact that he's the one who kills her, even though it wasn't, you know, his fault, and he wasn't in control. He's still the one who does it. It's just like one of those like sad stories. And again, it's one of those things where you always feel, or most of the times you feel bad for Kirk because you can tell he's like a really like well-meaning guy who is just like a victim of messing with the laws of reality. Man. Yeah, it's messed up. Somebody's gonna bust through this wall. No? Okay. I just saw like a wooden... I didn't notice that one when I went in, but just seeing like that wooden wall, I was like, somebody's gonna bust right through that. So I forget kind of what comes after this. Do we just have to kind of explore the city trying to find him flying around, or... I'm assuming that's what we do. That we'll just find him flying around somewhere. Or does he come find us? I don't remember. Alright. Locate Man-Bat and administer the cure.
I can track and hunt the bat creature by listening for its distinct echolocation delivery. It must be stopped.
So like I was saying before about the Fantastic Four trailer, we do get to see a lot, but there's a couple things that we actually don't see. Another one of those things that we don't see is, and again, it was something that I didn't notice until it got pointed out, which is we never see Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, use his powers. We see everyone else use their powers. We see Invisible Woman use hers, Johnny use his. Of course, just the Thing existing is him using his powers. But we never actually see Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic use his, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why they held off on that. And another thing we have yet to see is Silver Surfer, who we know is going to be a part of the movie. We got to see a little bit of Galactus. Again, like I said, we only got to see a little bit of him, just like a quick shot of like the back of his head, but you know, what we saw looked great. It's kind of crazy that Galactus has never really been depicted in a movie like this. The last time Galactus was in a movie, in a Fantastic Four movie, was Rise of the Silver Surfer back in like the 2000s, and then they didn't know what to do with Galactus.
This game is over, pal. You're finished. The whole city's gone. There's not a damn thing you or anyone can do about it. Look around. Everyone's gone. Yeah, they bailed. These streets,
You guys should have bailed.
not even the cops want to mess with us.
Scares me. Alright, let's see if we can find Man-Bat. Yeah, the last time they tried to do Galactus in a live-action movie, they didn't know what to do, so they just made him into a giant cloud.
No more jobs.
So it's nice to see him actually get like a physical form that actually resembles what he looks like. I want to try to There we go. Come here.
Riddler, talk.
Sure. Whatever you say.
We're done.
More like, you're done. Yeah, we need to start doing that a bit more. Interrogating Riddler's informants in order to get locations. You really want to go? Try me. Alright, where are you at, man, Bat? Do we have to, like, trigger him again? Ah, big Riddler.
This is a public service announcement. I just wish to inform you that Batman has not solved my riddles because he is deeply, deeply stupid. Thank you. You may now all go about your tedious lives. Tedious lives.
Thanks for that. So do we just have to, like, go around until we get another jump scare? I don't remember that part.
My identity ready. I don't care about the money, so long as they don't track me down.
I thought this was gonna go a lot quicker than it is. Oh, there's Azrael.
I knew this was a bad idea. Now some crazy assassin guy's breathing down our necks.
Speaking of crazy assassin guy. How you doing, buddy? I'll come back to you later. I gotta catch me a rodent.
I don't know how that building is still standing. We hit it with everything we had.
Uh-oh.
This man-living woman's dead. No more tank-crushing, man-eating twists. Earlier, it took me 10 minutes just looking at the courage to walk past a shrubbery. You think that's bad? I had salad for lunch. I kept thinking, can she bring it back to life? Can she make it explode out of my stomach like some kind of alien parasite?
Vivid imagination you got there, buddy. Alright, so yeah. Not gonna lie, I totally thought that we were just gonna be able to go from one thing to the next with this Man-Bat mission.
Plant people, riddle-obsessed crazies, flying demon things, bodies nailed to the frickin' wall, and now cults. I want to go home.
Welcome to Gotham. All that's listed out in the brochure. Okay, so I'm actually kind of lost here. I don't really remember what we're supposed to do here, so let's go save some firemen.
The missing fire crew's not safe on these streets. I'll start by checking Dixon Dock West. That was their last reported location.
Now watch, as soon as we go to start doing like this stuff, that's when Man-Bat's gonna pop up. Oh, come on. Ow, 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 ow. Still haven't heard him. Again, I don't remember if it's like a thing where we have to like trigger him to come out. Like we have to like
I don't care if the gas is gone. Batman still ain't one to fight.
like we have to go around and
You think he's had enough?
like grapple around until we get a jump scare, and then he starts flying around in that area.
Please, no more. You know, I got a lot of respect for firemen. Rushing into burning buildings, rescuing kittens from trees. You guys are straight up heroes. Say it. Say what? Say I'm a hero. I'm a hero. You don't sound like a hero. Louder! I'm a hero. Come on, convince us. I'm a hero.
No, I'm a hero. Showtime. Whoop. He's gonna break his arm. I'm so glad we know how to do combos now. It makes this so much more satisfying. Oh. Break it, yeah. Make him suffer.
Help!
I'm helping. No need to yell.
Batman. God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. The rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up.
Yes, wait here in the small room full of thugs. You'll be totally fine.
Hope that cop doesn't take too long getting here.
Yeah, at best you got about 5 minutes. Most of them are crippled now, so you'll be able to take them. Alright, come on, man, Bat.
The
Where you
bat
at?
creature has a distinctive echolocation delivery. If I listen carefully, I'll be able to track its movement and hunt it down.
I feel like we've gone to all 3 islands. We haven't heard him.
Maybe they're sniffing at gas. Hard to tell with all this messed up crap going on.
I guess we just kind of keep on gliding. Because the thing is, I don't really want to jump around a lot with these side missions.
Do you think he'll come back again? Third time's a charm.
Who are we talking about, Scarecrow or Riddler? Or not Riddler, when I say Riddler, Scarecrow or Joker?
Ivy saved Gotham? Sell out.
What are you guys all doing around there? What's going on here? But yeah, like I was saying, I don't want to jump around a lot between missions.
And good riddance, Joe. This town's got enough guys that
I kind of want to do each mission in its own episode.
When they said there was a job going to have fun with you guys, man, they had to turn people away. There was a line around the block. Guys lining up to get a piece. See, you represent everything about this city. I hate law, order, justice. They never done nothing for me but lock me up. We got a lot of anger to vent, a lot of frustration. One way or another, you're gonna help us work it off.
That last guy sounded like he was putting on a voice. Like that voice sounded like very forced. Alright, again, I'm not sure why it's taking so long for Man-Bat to pop up.
So wait, the mice can go on up the wing now and clean him out.
Honestly, I'd be more scared of the Butler than Batman. Because the Butler, he doesn't have a no-kill rule.
They just don't get it, do they? The mercenary life. Exactly.
Alright, hold on. See, we've gone across the whole island. And we haven't, like, seen anything.
Table, blood diamonds in her jewelry box. I laundered all my money through her company. She didn't even have to ask. And she dumps me. I hear you. My other half's a human rights lawyer. He thinks I'm on a business trip.
Oh. Hey. Who's jamming my detective mode?
Sounds like the cells are getting cramped in GCPD.
Alright, well, I'm kind of sorry, guys. I thought this was going to go a lot quicker. I didn't think this would be such a slow episode.
Oh, Batman, there's still riddles on League Island. Challenging, mystifying riddles.
Ugh.
Tearing out your 20 years in frustration.
Ow. Shot me in the foot. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. Oops. Oh, whatever.
And I said you were gutless. Think you can evade me?
Not trying to. Excuse me, boys, coming through. Alright. Come on, Kirk, where you at?
Oh man, it's him.
Excuse me.
He ain't catching us.
Yeah, I really thought that this one was just gonna be kind of like a bang, 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 one right after the other, and just like get it done in a few minutes. I didn't realize like we had to like wait for him to come out.
Scarecrow doesn't pay us. Take him to small claims.
Oop. Avoid the mine.
It's Batman. He's got a friggin' tank.
That's right.
Get us out of here.
Ah, excuse me.
Batman showed up.
Ooh.
Run! Get away from him!
Alright. Now I'm starting to get kind of annoyed. We've gone through it like everywhere, right? Alright. I'm just like setting like a waypoint just like at the other end of the map, hoping that just like on our way we end up like finding them.
Adrenaline shot. Not long now. New boss will kick Batman's ass. Then we go home. We lost, okay? Is that obvious? This damn assassin and his damn pride's the only thing keeping us here.
Oh, I heard him.
Listen, we got the specs on the Bat's transport. He's toast. That intel's old. He's doing things in that car we weren't briefed on. There's a lot of things we weren't briefed on. Deal with it. Look, if he's smart,
There he is.
stay away. If not, we'll
There's
fly
Kirk.
his
This strategy worked out pretty well, huh? Alright, Kirk, time to take your medicine.
ass. I hope they send the National
I'll make you feel better.
Guard. Tear him apart.
Come here, Kirk. I'm gonna get you. Come here. Dang it. No, come back. Oh. No. Excuse me. Okay. Out of my way. Whoop. Where'd he go? There he is. Get back here.
As if Wayne didn't have enough expensive cars.
Get back here, Kirk. Ah, crap. He's flying too, like, either low or too high.
We got our asses kicked by Bruce Wayne. Think it's time I got a real job.
Alright, come here. I believe we have to get him a couple times, right?
I administered the antidote, but it wasn't enough. I need to track him down and inject him again.
Yep. Maybe I had to get him one more time. So does he like go to each island once? Is that the kind of thing?
How many are there?
The bat creature has a distinctive echolocation delivery.
So which island? So we're on which island is this? Bleak Island. I think he was on Magani first because he was by Wayne Tower, right? So go to Founders next.
I'll be able to track its movement and hunt it down.
Well, I'm just gonna double check. Do one more sweep of this island. Oh, did we lose our waypoint? Ah, Riddler.
Some of my riddles are death traps. Elegant, beautiful, ingeniously designed death traps. And you'd better solve them before some poor innocent soul attempts the same.
Alright. Next stop. This place, I guess.
I say I can't man a checkpoint on my own. No one tells me what to do.
Well, but
Wars on just about every continent. It's the freaking bat!
I've had wars on every continent. Nothing scares me. It's Batman!
No way you've gone, bat! It's over!
Frankly, I'd be insulted. Batman just kind of ignores you. He's like, yeah, you're not worth my time. I'm doing something a lot more important right now.
Started sneaking off the bridge to the mainland. And the new commander, he was waiting on the other side.
Oop. Hey, we found him. Found him pretty quickly this time. Now, where exactly is he at? Whoop. Kark. Where you at, buddy?
Guys, this might sound
Oh,
crazy,
there he is.
but I'm pretty sure I just saw a robot walking around out here.
It's not too crazy. With everything else that's walking around out here.
Diagnostic report. The commander reported in a few minutes ago, and drones are active and online. Batman's not getting inside here. If he does,
Whoop.
he's a dead man.
Get back here. Dang it, I missed. How did I miss him? He's a giant bat.
So I tried one of those question mark games they have around here. Pretty fun. Couldn't do it though.
Because you're not a master detective. Why don't they shoot at him? I mean, he's pretty easily confusable for Batman. Also, even if you didn't think he was Batman, I'd just shoot that thing anyway. It's like I can't get the right height. Get back here. Alright. Let's get this dude. So now he's like really far away. Get back. Car. Wait. We're gonna end up like accidentally doing the Hush mission.
Hang on. If Batman is Bruce Wayne, then who's been playing Bruce Wayne all this time?
You're overthinking it, buddy. See, now I can't. I lost him. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Because Batman's like, Kate blocks half the screen.
Damn tanks did he take out? I thought for sure we had him.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Again, like, his cape blocks half the screen, so I can't see him. That's the other thing.
You know what? I don't care if it's a tank or a car anymore.
Like, you can't, like,
See it again.
you can't, like, drop on, or you can't glide after him, you have to, like, drop on top of him. Ah. No. Whoop. Okay, I think we escaped.
Oh, this is like Arkham City.
Come on. Remember before we couldn't, like, avoid him? Like, he was, like, everywhere? And now we're, like, actively trying to get him and we can't. Oh, there it is.
This ain't the time to lose focus. Regroup and hit back hard.
Alright, come on. Land right on top of him. Dang it. Got him. Drink up.
Cash, I've captured Dr. Langstrom and administered the cure. I need you to prep an isolation chamber. I'm bringing him in.
Sure thing. I'll get right on.
Just throws him in. You didn't even give him a chair or anything. Just threw him in there like a sack of potatoes.
There are still riddles waiting to be solved on the Island, Batman.
I'm aware.
It's not as if you have something better to do.
I'm warily transporting a mutant bat. I'm pretty sure that's pretty important. Ooh. Yes, mate. And in we go. Slid in with style. Let me guess, he's gonna be human. Oh, maybe not. Yep.
Just when I think I've seen it all. He gonna be okay.
Physically, yes.
Where's Francine? Where is she?
She's dead, Kirk.
No. She can't be. I didn't. What have I done?
The serum, it changed you. You lost control.
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
Scar of the Bat, Cure the Doctor. That's ironic. Again, it's just like, poor guy. You just feel bad for him. Good meaning guy, he just... And I think when you come back, like, he's a bit more pulled together, but he's still, like, he's not in good shape, and it's like, oh man, poor guy.
Tim and your dad are fine. They're being picked up from the asylum and taken to the mainland.
I spoke to them a moment ago. Thanks, Bruce. It's funny. I was waiting for Dad to do his protective father bit. I had it all ready in my head what I was going to say. But he didn't go there. He just told me that he loved me and that he was proud. Maybe he hit his head.
Maybe he's starting to see you. The real you.
What are you going to do, Bruce?
Finish it.
Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
So is this like the first time they've talked to each other since the ending of the main story? I don't think I realized that this is the first time they've talked to each other since the big showdown, where first it was her dad got abducted, then Tim got abducted. Because she was very upset with us for a while for not telling her about Tim.
I can't shake it, Batman. What I've done, taking a life, I gotta look my kids in the face.
Oh.
My wife. How do I do that?
Oh, that's Owens. That's the guy who was in the cell for like most of the game. They finally let him out. Why did I hear like a monkey?
One good thing. Seeing that sack-headed piece of crap over in that cell. Thanks.
Yeah, this is the guy from the beginning of the game who was in the diner. There's the first firefighter. There's Crane. So we've got Crane and then we've got Stag. Condition, terrified. Stag, nervous. I don't know, he seems pretty calm to me. I want to wait till the end, once we got everyone locked up, to do like these dialogue scenes with the inmates. Alright, well, excuse me, coming through. I believe there's some riddles in here. At least there was. RLAYBR? I don't know what that means. Yeah, there should be a riddle in here, right? Maybe we just haven't unlocked them yet. That's the thing, that's what I was saying before about we need to start like intimidating some of the Riddler informants so we can get more information about the location of riddles and trophies. Like, is the Joker one? What about Batman? No. What about Talia? No. And like I said before, we'll go through these as well. Maybe when we're doing like one of the things where like we're going through and collecting Riddler trophies and riddles, we'll go through and do that stuff. Or maybe when we're talking to all the inmates, we'll go through there and get all the information from the evidence cabinets. Hey, Cash.
Just had the mayor on the phone. Says he's sending over an arrest warrant for Bruce Wayne. Shame. Our fax machine had a little accident.
An arrest warrant for Bruce Wayne. Why? After I just saved the city for the who knows how many of time? I basically just saved the world in this game. So, something I saw that's interesting about the Man-Bat stuff.
Blast off was a big mistake. Now you're just a man, Bruce. You can't scare anyone anymore.
Oh, dang, I thought I could... Oh, I thought I could grab him. It's like, I don't know, I still seem to be able to scare you. But yeah, interesting thing about the Man-Bat mission is that if you play... I forget how you do it, but I think it's like if you go to that building, like the same building that he originally the original jump scare happens. If you do it on Halloween day, you get the jump scare again, and then if you come back to the holding cells, Kirk's out of the cell. Like it looks like he broke out of the cell. But what that also does is you can never actually capture him again
Good to see you back here, Batman. I knew you wouldn't give up.
because like the mission stays as completed, so you're not able to get him again. What just happened? Yeah, I forget exactly what you have to do to trigger it, but I think it's like on Halloween Day, if you go to the building that Man-Bat originally pops out of and does the jump scare, you get the jump scare again, and then if you go to Langstrom's lab, his wife's body is now missing, and then if you come back to the cell, like come back to GCPD, Kirk is also not in the cell. He's on the the containment cell, and the number for like the number of inmates in the cells actually will drop. But as part of that, like I said, the mission stays as 100% completed, so you're not able to go and capture Kirk again. So the cell then, if you do this, the cell then stays empty, and you never get like all inmates captured. You never get like that 30 out of 30 and like the maximum security cell, like the sign we just walked past. So it basically makes it so you can never actually like finish the game. You can still get like, you can still finish it, like you still get like 100% completion, because the mission itself is still technically recognized as complete. But that number for like the holding cells never goes back to full, and it basically stays that way. What is that a poster of? And Discover Markovia? Is Markovia a place in DC? I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of a cool thing, but the really interesting thing about that Easter egg, that little, it's not even really a glitch. It's just like a Easter egg thing that's like a built-in mechanic, is the fact that the wife's body disappears. Like there's no like given explanation by like the developers of why the wife's body disappears. And I think the idea behind it is supposed to be like, there's the possibility that now there's the woman bat, that his wife also got infected, and that now she's the one, like when you get that second jump scare, it's her, it's not Kirk. But of course that goes against, Kirk then being absent from the cell goes against that idea, but it's kind of this cool idea that, the wife is now like out there as woman bat. And that it's not Kirk again, it's her. It's interesting, because I think if you go back now, and we can even try it actually, wrong button, where's their lab? Come on, you were just there. Maybe we'll find it again. Where did they say it was? Because now I don't even remember like where it was. I don't even remember what island it was at. I just went to wherever the arrows pointed me to. Yeah, I have no idea where that lab is now. Maybe we'll find it. But yeah, I think if you go back now, like after you apprehend Kirk, the wife's body is still there, and it will stay there for the rest of the game. Like it never goes away. Which I think is even darker. The fact that the wife's body just stays there. I feel like that's a little darker than it disappearing. Alright. So, that does it for this episode. We got one mission out of the way. So we're done with the Man-Bat mission. Not sure what we'll do for the next one. Maybe we'll do the firefighter one, since we've already started it. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys' thoughts were on the Fantastic Four. Let me know what your guys' thoughts were on the Fantastic Four trailer, or your thoughts on the Thing's design. I think it's really cool. And also, kind of, what are your thoughts on them holding off on Silver Surfer, and also holding off on showing Mr. Fantastic's like abilities, which again I think I didn't even like notice that when I was watching the trailer. I was like, oh yeah, they never did show his powers. That's kind of weird. They showed everyone else's, so they showed Galactus before they showed Mr. Fantastic's powers, so it's kind of weird that they're kind of holding it off. Maybe we'll see, his powers in a later trailer, because this was just the first one. So maybe we'll see something in a later date. But overall, I think the trailer was really cool, and it looks good. Everything about it looks good. Galactus, like I said, from what we've seen, looks great. And the Thing looks great. It just looks really good so far. And it's nice to see, the Fantastic Four back in the MCU. Even though I think they've addressed before that this Fantastic Four is not going to interact with the Avengers because they take place in the 60s. It's an alternate universe, so it's separate from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's still technically in the MCU. It's kind of a weird half and half kind of thing. Where they're technically part of the MCU, but they're also not in the universe with Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, all that. So it'll be weird to see how they do this. Maybe it'll be a Secret Wars thing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm making videos all the time. Stay tuned for next week's episode of our Batman Arkham Knight walkthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed. DC Guy01 and Batman signing out. Bye, guys.